Hobby of Kings.
Hobby of Kings.
Excuse me.
Welcome, everyone. And I think the first thing we have to say is thank you to all of the super chatters already before we even get started. We've got Silver Stacker in training. We've got Strayman, Dennis. I don't know. I'm not going to butcher your last name. DeBelbus.
I can't say his last name either.
And AJ.
Yeah. AJ Jax.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, we certainly appreciate it.
Dubleby.
I don't know. It's tough. It's rough.
Cookie.
And also, thank you for all of the nice comments that you were putting in there. Apparently, Daniel said that in most cases, he won't hit the like button on the show or on a video or whatever until he sees the content. But this one, he'll click on it before we even get started. So that's very kind, and we appreciate that.
You guys are the best.
Yeah, I think we have one of the best collection of people.
And it just keeps growing. And
yeah.
They're just getting better and better all the time.
Dubelbice.
I give bad info on ancients.
Dubelbice? Is that right?
Dubelbees.
How do you pronounce that?
Sean? You want to give it a shot? No.
No, I'm going to try not to because I will definitely butcher that. But man, we got a lot of people up on board already.
Oh, you guys are the best. And Steven, you know I love you more than my luggage.
Wowzers.
Happy day after Easter, everybody.
Yeah. I want an Easter egg.
I am Easter egged out. My house smells like a cave of farts.
Nice.
It does. We colored 48 eggs. 48 eggs.
That's how you got to do it. I think we stuffed about 200 eggs. But that's nothing because we go to like a friend and family Easter egg hunt. Nice. So everybody's stuffing eggs for their family to put out in the lawn or whatever. And there was probably like 4,000 eggs out there.
Whoa.
For like eight kids, you know, so.
That's crazy. Well, we also did the plastic eggs. You know, we had a church here in town that dropped eggs out of a helicopter.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
I mean, how'd they get a helicopter? That's the coolest. But let me tell you a story. This is a funny story that we had for Easter because I didn't have any plastic eggs one time, but I wanted to do like a scavenger hunt for my girls. Mm-hmm. So I had this big bag that, you know, I kind of take a few prescription drugs here and there, you know, and I put all those in there and I take them back to like Walmart and I dump them in the, you know, their thing. Well, I didn't have any plastic eggs, so I used the plastic prescription bottles to put like the notes in and hide them everywhere.
Oh my God.
And they were like, only in our family would you be hunting prescription bottles on Easter.
Oh, you got a whole family of pill poppers, huh?
Well, no, but we're just odd. You know.
It's the crackhead family Easter.
That's
right. Dennis does the raw egg toss.
Oh, fine.
Oh, that one's cool.
Okay, can you imagine if the egg is like 4 months old?
No,
right?
That's right, Carl. It is technically known as Happy 50% Off Candy Day. That is 100%.
Yeah, I was at Walmart this morning picking up some stuff, and it seems to me that they had an overabundance of Easter stuff because it looked like they just stocked the shelves a month ago. And everything was 50% off. I ended up getting a bag of York peppermint patties because that was my wife's favorite for like $1. So
that's nice. Gotta get the Reese's peanut butter eggs. Come on.
They had the giant egg for like
$10. Oh, nice. So we did have a question. Real quick. What coins send off to Heritage Auction? I think that first you have to make sure Heritage Auction wants your coins.
They're a little bit stricter than GreatCollections.
So the first thing you should do is call them.
Contact Heritage Auctions. Absolutely. If they want your coins, I'm sure they will tell you exactly the steps you need to take to send them to them.
Yeah. Because don't you have to insure them and all that jazz? I'm sure you do if you're sending them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, even if you had stuff, they're encouraging you now. I know Adam, GreatCollections, and Ian's like this. They want you to grade your coins now before you send them in. Obviously because they get so many requests for like, hey, can you grade my circulated 1985 Lincoln set?
Yeah, I think they've gotten really strict on what they're taking too.
Yeah.
They're they're a little bit
pickier,
a little bit tighter on what they're accepting, and
just be honest, Adam. They're a little fed up with all the dreck they've been getting.
Yeah.
It's tough. I'm sure it's tough.
It is.
Stone Day, I have a question. Well, that's what we're here for.
Ask away, Stone Day.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I took the liberty of tagging the email at the top of the comments section. So if you need to send us one email with some inquiries on coins you may have, along with photos that would help us, kind of diagnose what you got, feel free to do that. We're not going to be able to address them today, but maybe we can highlight them on our next show.
And we also have a Facebook group if you would like to post pictures there, and you might get an answer a little quicker sometimes.
Yeah.
Depends on how backed up we are.
We're getting caught up. We are getting caught up. Alexander, you can send us questions, pictures with those coins. For sure. Try if you the first time you send us a question, you may get a formatted answer. We have specific guidelines for our email submissions, and all that is for is to help us help you better and to make sure that what the answers we're giving you are accurate. So don't be discouraged if you get like a formatted letter that just has the guidelines on it. It will help you in any future questions that you have. And try to limit your emails to like 2 to 3 a week for right now, especially because we are swamped. But I know that the guys and Amanda worked on them last night, and I appreciate that so much. I wasn't able to help, but
what's up, Frank? What's up, Frank? So Stone Day's question was: have you watched his or her? I'm not sure. Latest ASMR coin hunt video. Posted it up yesterday. Going to give away one of the commemorative coins on stream later tonight.
Wait, who said that?
Stone Day.
Oh, no, we have not watched it. I haven't watched it. I don't know. I have not. But if you would like to send us your YouTube link to our email address, I would love to watch your video.
I can get it.
Absolutely. So Sean, do you have any amazing announcements besides your Whatnot auctions that I am loving?
You're McLoving it.
I am McLoving it for sure.
Yeah, I didn't know you wanted those Disneyland elongated tokens.
Okay, well, you did know how much I loved elongated cents. So let's not use that as an excuse.
When you and your exonumia, you guys are like, you were meant to be.
I am.
I'll be back this Friday with another live stream. I don't know if I'll do a Saturday one like I did this past weekend, although that was kind of fun and cool, For the giveaway, thanks to Blake at Vaultbox, he provided a few sample slabs with new 2023 Silver Eagles that we'll be giving away.
Ooh.
On Whatnot.
I heard that they gave some sample slabs away. Also, Ball Box and Whatnot were at the Long Beach Expo, I think. Yep. And in fact, Michael Kittle gave one of the sample slabs away, and I didn't win it. Whatever.
Yeah, and apparently they're a big deal.
They are a big deal.
Yeah. Like one guy actually bought one of the sample slabs from Whatnot. I think he bought it from another guy that won it for like $300 or something. I don't know. It's some crazy amount of money, but yeah, they're kind of crazy. But I have 2 to give away. I'll give away one this Friday and then another one the next week. So,
fantastic.
So look out for that. And then, we have some more cool stuff, the usual, I guess.
Life-going Q&A is not on Whatnot. Not yet, Joey K. I think a couple of them are, not me, but a couple of them
I think I'm going to be getting on there pretty soon.
Yeah, so. No, but I will be having some stuff to sell at the Tulsa, Oklahoma Coin Show in June, the end of June. Come meet us if you're going to be in Tulsa at the end of June. The what is the coin show? The Greater
the 29th, the 30th, and the
Greater Northeast Oklahoma Coin Show, something like that.
Oh yeah, it's the Northeast Oklahoma Coin Show. Yes.
Northeast Oklahoma Coin
and
Show.
It's the 4th annual, I think now.
I think so.
I've been to 3. I'm like,
I've been to 1.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's sponsored by Steak and Shake, right?
Steak and Shake. It might be.
Fish.
I mean, it could be sponsored by Mid-America Coins on YouTube, but
it could be that too.
If you guys don't have Mid-America Coins on YouTube, go grab him up. Mike would appreciate it.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He has a great.
And I plan on doing a Whatnot stream on that Friday night live from the Tulsa show. So we'll see how that goes.
That will be fantastic. Maybe I'll sell some stuff. Maybe if I can sell some
you'll be on. Hey, you guys have some stuff to sell. It might be a good time to pawn them off to me.
Ida, yes, you missed the introductions. Namaste, forget me not. Thank you for the super chat.
That'll make you holla.
Amazing.
Or something like that.
Plus, that's right. Plus, you can win up to 30 ounces of silver with shout outs for the Tulsa, Oklahoma Coin Show. If you don't know about that, make sure you are subscribed to Ida Herring and come visit her in the morning at the She Shop. They are going to be doing that. So we need to get our shout out video done.
We do need to get our shout out.
We do.
And also Alexander Smith, there is an airport in Tulsa. It's a big airport, as a matter of fact. We used to have to drive there to go anywhere, popular and I'm like 2.5 hours away from them. So it's an international type thing. So
there you go. Ida put her email in there. If you do a shout out for the Oklahoma Coin Show in Tulsa, if you need information on that, if somebody can grab Mid-America Coins website, they're linked to that coin show. You need information to do your shout out. It's on his website, Mid-America Coins.
Let's see. Are you talking
and I'm so excited to meet. I met a lot of people. We met a lot of people last year in Grove, but this year is going to be bananas. I hear there's already like 200 tables for YouTubers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, are we going to have a running count on who's going to be there as far as YouTubers?
I think Mike is going to eventually put that out. Yeah, I think he's going to eventually have a list of all of the YouTubers that are going to be there. And that's only the people that are going to have tables. There are going to be a lot of YouTube people that are just going to the coin show.
And dealers too, right? They're going to have a bunch of dealers too. Also,
lots of dealers.
Yeah, there'll be some.
It's going to be a big show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oklahoma is okay. Yeah, Michael Kittle won't be there though.
No, Michael Kittle is okay. Oklahoma is off the chain. That's like a party state, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oklahoma.
They have tornado parties every now and then.
You know what's funnier? Because I don't know. I'm sure at least Adam knows this, but their license plates actually say Oklahoma is okay. They're just okay.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's their. Yeah, we make fun of it.
Coins everywhere.
That's cool.
So if you guys are new here, we're going to be looking at some viewer submissions here pretty quick. And if you have any questions about the coins that we're going to be showing, tag us in the chat. Just put @LiveCoin Q&A and ask a question, or you can just put question, and we'll try to answer them. Other than the coins that we're looking at, though, please save any other questions till we're all done looking at the coins. And that's it. I don't have anything else. If you're not an ANA, an American Numismatic Association member, please consider joining. It's our national coin club, and it's amazing. And with your membership, you get a $15 off membership to NGC. There's all kinds of perks. Another club we recommend is Coneca. And that is, if you're really interested in errors and varieties, that's the club to join. And yeah, all the information for those two groups is in the description of all of our videos. So,
yep.
I'm not going to torture you with my video that I had done. Shannon and me, I'm going to make him sit down with me and do a new video on that.
We'll do a shortened version, but not as short as the short.
Right. And Amanda and I are going to be doing the videos here soon too.
Oh, awesome. You've been talking about that. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are we ready to look at some coins and currency? We have some amazing currency in here.
Yeah. Just amazing. Are you freaking kidding me?
Right.
Yeah. Don't go anywhere if you plan on leaving, because you got to see these paper.
Yeah, and that's right, Joey K. We give away one free gold ANA membership a month that was given to us by the ANA. So please come back at the third Monday of every month. All right, LiveCoin Q&A for April 10th. My daughter's 26th birthday. Happy birthday, Bethany, if you're out there. So we're going to go left to right?
Yeah.
Right to left.
Normally we do bottom to top, but
yeah, we're different tonight. That's kind of cool.
I like
okay, well, let's go left to right. I'll lead off here.
Okay.
On a 2022 P nickel from Greg C. Hi, just wanted to show you the same die clash nickel that you featured on YouTube, except this one is a 2022 P. Thanks.
Nice. Thanks, Kyle. That is a
2022 P.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he's staring at you.
Those eyes are creepy.
And here's a close-up for you.
There you go. Look at that. Oh, my gosh.
That's pretty neat. This is a pretty neat. I didn't notice if there was anything on the obverse, so usually there's something like across his eye.
Sometimes a small piece.
It's exceptionally strong, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and another thing,
whoops.
I think that's possible that this could end up in the now. If they continue the cherry pickers guide, let's hope they do. But I think it could be cherry picker guide worthy. So find one, keep it.
Well, yeah, but the only problem with that is that there are so many of these, so many years.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, there are a bunch, I guess.
Oh, it's fave, right, Angie? You guys know me too well.
I mean, how many years do you have two feathered buffaloes and Bugs Bunny, clashes on the?
Yeah, but those, yeah, true.
I mean,
they could give them a
like 55. That's a really common Bugs Bunny. So.
Right. But not only that, but what she's saying is the number of years that they have it, because we've seen it on 22s and 21s, and, different. So, but still.
They could just pick one of the strongest years and stop staring. I know, Frank.
Freaking awesome. I want one.
That's a good name for it, the peekaboo. Yeah, peekaboo die clash.
No, that is cool. Okay, so a 1941 DDO 002, which is also the FS 102 from Keith S. Hi, panel. I thought you might like to see this 1941 that I found looking through a bag of 1800 Wheaties. Some of the close-ups are a bit blurry. Looking at Variety Vista, I think this is the DDO 002 FS 102. Thanks for looking.
This is a great double die. Really,
yeah, this is a nice one. A very nice one.
Yeah, I like this one too.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. It is crazy stuff.
Yeah, the motto is very strong, even in coins that are in less than fantastic, condition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like this one's not the best, but...
And see how that even that dirt's gotten into the splits because it's so freaking... There's so much split. Oh my god.
That's a pretty big spread there.
I like this one a lot.
That's a great view there too.
Now the FS 101, that one's just crazy.
Yeah, they're both cool. Mm-hmm. So for those of you that struggle with true hub doubling versus machine doubling or strike doubling, you'll notice on this that secondary doubling is just about the same height as the initial strike. The initial hubbing, I should say, not strike, but the initial hubbing. Okay. It's not flat and shelf-like, and it makes the original devices look thicker, larger.
And it's bubbly. It's not flat.
Yeah. And it doesn't take anything away. Like the size of that R, the primary hubbing on that R is still the exact same size as it would be without the doubling.
Right. And what she means by that is if you take that little double piece off, what you see that remains is still what the original R should look like.
Exactly.
Once I learned that, I think it made things a lot easier because I didn't know what you guys were talking about when you were saying, well,
it takes away from the side.
Yeah, it makes it look thinner. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. I still see it wider than... But once I could depict the two different, levels of, okay. It made a lot more sense.
Yeah, it is amazing, huh?
That is, that's awesome.
That's a great buy. Congratulations.
Oh,
it's you, Adam.
Next.
1964 Kennedy D/D FS 503 from BMP 804. Here is another new one to me from a junk silver buy, a 1964 D/D JFK $50. Thanks.
Gosh, I love it when people get these things out of the junk silver bins.
It's not junk no more.
I know. I just love it.
Yes.
That's a great one.
Oh, yeah, north. I see it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Very strong one, too.
It's very awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Yep. Peeking out of the north there.
Yeah. That's a nice one.
I found that I think the 501 in junk silver. It was either 501 or 502. I forget.
Yeah, 501. Yeah, is a pretty strong RPM.
Pretty big. Yeah, but I think both of those are pretty strong.
A lot of people overlook these. They don't pay attention to it. But 64D
they just get excited that they find silver. They're just excited that it's silver.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 64D's got a lot of
64D's got a lot of varieties. Yeah.
Retrenchment marks, everything.
Okay, you guys now settle down, everybody in chat. This one's pretty exciting. So
Fancy serial number from Kevin H. I saw an article about a bill like this and you were mentioned in it. What do you think of this? It's in brand new condition. I got it from a BEP banned from the bank. Thanks for checking it out.
Hold your breath.
Hold on to your seats, everybody. Are you sitting down? Okay, hold on.
Yes, I am.
Oh, man.
One.
One.
That's, yeah.
One.
Counterfeit.
It is not counterfeit.
Yeah.
It is not counterfeit.
That's what we said in the email. It's counterfeit. Can you send it? We'll dispose of it for you. Thank you.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah. I'm not.
And this is a pricey, valuable note. This, Shannon, what did you think on the value on this?
I mean, the ones that I saw for sale were 1,200 plus on something similar. So depending on, I would say the first thing is, and tell me if you think I'm wrong, Sean, but I think this is one you get graded.
I would definitely grade this one.
And
give me a second. I think one like this sold recently on eBay within the last 90 days. Let me see how much that one sold for. But feel free to talk amongst yourselves on this one.
Well, Andy said, is that a unitary?
The submitter was in the right place, right time when he got this strap, because this could have gone to anyone else.
Single area.
Angie, it's called a solid, actually, where all of the numbers are the same. I mean, you could call it an 8 of a kind, I guess, but they just refer to it as solid. One's the loneliest number. Not when you got 7 friends. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
it's not a binary. No,
that's yeah. Depending
it's a binary ones and ones.
Right. 1100111.
I probably would get it graded, even though it just, I mean, this sells itself.
The condition is one reason I would grade it. Yeah.
Well, just to protect it, I would want it. I mean, you can buy like, currency protectors and stuff, but I think that the ones from the grading companies are a bit more sturdy.
Okay, so here's a few notable solid 8 in a rows that sold on eBay within the last 90 days. There was a $1995 bill with solid 8s that was graded by PCGS Currency as a 64, which is kind of like what the grade you would expect for a note that comes out of a strap, brand new. Mm-hmm. That one sold for $7,500.
Wow.
And that's 8s.
Well, that's 8s.
And that's 8s. So that's like
the most popular number because it's
that's like a Chinese good luck or something.
Chinese culture and lucky number.
Dig and Dave was saying are 1s or 7s more valuable. 7s would be more valuable than 1s.
Yeah, 7 would be next in line, and then 1s. Speaking of which, there was a solid 1s that sold on March 12th on a $20 bill, which is a newer one, but the non-colorized. I think it's like a 1996. PMG Currency graded that one as a 64 also. That one sold for $3,900. So, I mean, a solid 5s sold as well for $1,800, and it's not as popular of a number. So, I would definitely grade it. That would be the smart move in all this, and congrats. That's a huge note.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Because if you could get
on a $1 bill.
Congratulations.
And I can imagine, we talked about it before we went live. The submitter probably has the seven of a kind with a different number on the end. Yeah. So the ones that end in 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 9, those notes respectively probably sell for about $200 a piece. So there's a lot more value here than meets the eye in just that one strap. So
if he's got that whole strap, that would be he could make some.
I mean, if he said he found it in the strap and it's all sequential, then that's a big money strap right there. Probably,
I'll just grade the entire strap. Thanks.
People have done that before. When they know there's a solid in there, an 8 in a row solid or a ladder, they'll actually go out of the way and actually grade all the notes in the strap, and it turns a strap, into something that maybe probably had a value of $5,000 to $10,000 into something that's like double that. After you grade all the notes.
Right.
Pretty cool, man. This is what we all kind of like dream to find, or I can't even talk. This thing is.
I know it is pretty special.
Yeah.
Pretty special.
Strayman's got one like that, but he said the other 7 numbers are different.
Right?
Yeah. A little more along our lines.
Yeah, amazing. Fine. You guys are awesome.
Right.
They're all congratulating.
We thought we'd do some additional currency tonight since we had a lot of currency in our inbox this week. So
yeah, this one's cool. It's not quite as valuable as the other one, but it's cool. This is hard to find any information on this little guy. It's an early issuance bill from Vin H. I need your opinion on the value of this $2 early issuance bill. So, does somebody want to talk about this?
Kind of hard to with the the solid 8 of a kind there. But,
I know.
So this is what's commonly referred to as a first day cover. So when these $2 bills came out in 1976, there was an offer by the post office that they will postmark the note for you with the date that you come in to postmark it, and they'll put one of the commemorative stamps for the Bicentennial right on there. So there's a few different styles of stamps that released during that year that they'll put on there, and they'll stamp it on top. To be absolutely honest, I don't know if the post office charged anything to do this, but everybody and their brother did this, back in the day. So there's quite a few of these in existence out there. I've even heard of cases where people have actually found these, not necessarily in change, but going to the bank asking for $2 bills, and they're handed one of these. So they're kind of neat. They have a little history because it's part of the whole Bicentennial celebration and all that stuff. But you could get them graded, much like this one here. It may add a little bit of extra value, but it's a really neat, kind of I guess ephemera at this point, like a combo currency ephemera type deal.
And the problem with this one is that it was supposed to be postmarked April 13th, correct? Because that's the day they were issued.
That is correct. Yeah, there were some that leaked early.
Stamp,
so yeah.
And
the big reason why, from what I've heard, is that the actual postage stamps that they wanted to use on these, rather than using some of the older issue stamps, didn't release until that date. So if you had a post office that had the stamps in hand, which is the heraldic eagle with the shield, they'll use those. But if they don't have it, sometimes we'll see other stamps that they put on there with maybe like a lower postage amount on there, like 12 cents or whatever, which I've seen before. You just don't see them too often. But I think at the time they preferred to wait until these new stamps came out, so that way they could postmark them with that.
And the banks have to take these back because this was something that, like, the Federal Reserve said to do, right? So
well, they encouraged it. So seeing as how this is I guess it's the first year of this reverse design on a $2 bill, because the older like red seal legal tenders and all that stuff had like a traditional back where it didn't have like the signing of the Declaration of Independence or whatever that scene is there on the reverse. So yeah, it was kind of a big deal. You had the 1776 Bicentennial celebration, and you had the new $2 bill come out, and then they also had a new stamp come out as well for that year. So it's like the kind of like all the stars aligned for this event.
But so value-wise, they're not like super valuable because there are so many of them out there.
Right.
Yeah, that's correct. You could find them at coin shops for around $15-$20. Oftentimes they'll have a number of them and not just one.
Right.
So, if it's something you like and you're kind of like a history buff or you like this sort of thing, then, it's a worthwhile pickup. There's just plenty of them to meet demand that these aren't going to be worth tens of thousands of dollars,
Right.
years from now.
Cool.
It is cool.
Pretty interesting, though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we're back to you, Sean.
All right, so we got some $2 star notes from Kyle P. I stopped by my bank today and picked up a strap of twos. They were all brand new and uncirculated. The first 98 were all consecutive bills with no fancy serial numbers. The last 2 bills in the strap ended up being star notes and not the same number series, but they were both consecutive as well.
And they're kind of low. Which
they're incredibly low.
4142. I think that's 4141. I mean, they're pretty awesome serials too.
Yeah. 3-digit low serial numbers with stars generally are worth about 150 to 200 a piece. So, not a bad score for sure. Now it'd be different if they didn't have the stars on the end for a low serial number. They'd be worth half that.
Right.
So.
Cool.
Very cool, Kyle.
Congrats, Kyle, on that find. Definitely awesome. There you go.
Sure too.
Keep them safe.
Yes.
Fancy serial number again from Rob L. Hi, Blue and team. I have seen some of your market reports regarding fancy serial numbers on currency. Do you think this is a good note to get graded? Thank you very much. And I replied that no, it probably was not a good note to get graded. However, it's a cool fancy serial number with a binary. But the problem being, I think the larger denomination you go up, it's harder to make, if you want to sell it, you're not going to make as much of a profit off of it. Because it's just
that is true. The high denomination and the condition.
That's what I was just going to say.
Like this, you might be able to squeeze about $20 in profit off of it, whereas on a dollar bill, you'll make more money off of it because it's a much lower denomination to start out with. Right. So it's kind of a blessing and a curse at the same time when you find stuff like this. Yeah, right, Cindy, the Sean Show. I know my currency, and I've been studying the fancy serial number market for 15 years, and it's exploded as of the last 5 years. So I know a thing or two because I know a thing or two. And I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
I call him Shamsun because he's my mentor for currency.
I learned from the best. I had a few mentors over the years that taught me, Freeberg and, a number of other guys. I had the pleasure of learning and being an understudy for. So
very awesome.
And we like diversity. So we don't just I hear people sometimes say, oh yeah, if you have an error or variety, which is great. We love those, especially me. I love errors. But we'll try to answer any coin currency question that you guys have. World coins, whatever. If we don't know the answers, we usually know where to find them. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, awesome.
1988 Counterclash from Doug B. I have found some recent finds in a roll search. This is a pretty cool 1988. You can see the columns from the reverse pretty good on the obverse and the top of the head on the reverse.
So real quick correction. This is a typical die clash, not a counter clash. This is a typical die clash because the reverse die clashes with the obverse die and versa versa. So you're going to see when you have a clash on the obverse, you'll see the reverse design, and on the reverse, you'll see the obverse design. But it is a very cool clash.
It is cool.
And I'm not sure that they would actually I think they would probably call this an atypical die clash. Yeah, because it's rotated and because it's on both sides of the coin. There actually may be a couple clashes going on there.
It's old.
Yeah, very, very nice. Very strong prisoner scent.
Yeah.
And you get it on the reverse too. So you can actually see it in the memorial building there and up above next to E Pluribus. And then right there.
And there's
darn, it's not the
it's not. No, it's not the reverse of 89. No.
Darn it.
That'd be too special.
Although that does happen. You do sometimes get errors on really nice varieties. It does happen.
But those are fun. I like die clashes. I'm a little particular to them. 83.
So, real quick question. Yote fan says, will currency prices go up with the low silver levels everywhere now? I don't know that.
What, collectible currency?
Collectible currencies?
No, well, the entire numismatics market kind of rises with the tide being precious metals. So even currency, some of the most undesirable and some of the most desirable pieces, they'll all kind of go up together. And also the coin market as well, from U.S. coins to world coins. They all kind of like flow upwards when the market's good.
That makes sense.
That's a cud. It's a cud there. Sure is. Right down there at the bottom.
Whose is this?
This is.
Did we read it?
I don't think we read it.
I also found this 83. This one is kind of obvious. Is this considered an early or mid stage? For the cud, that is going to be very difficult to determine because it really doesn't have anything to do with the rest of the coin's appearance. Because this cud could have happened when the die was already in a late die state. So we would need to see several different stages of this particular cud to determine what stage it's at. Does that make sense? Like, did this start out as a retained cud and then it slowly deteriorated, or did a small piece fall out and then
did it become
bigger and bigger and bigger?
Kind of have to see a progression to know.
I would also imagine that as the die was being used more, and even as the piece of the die hadn't fallen out, you also get little stress cracks in certain areas. Mm-hmm. That'll help determine the die state as well.
Yeah, and some cuds happen because of something catastrophic happening to the die. Dies can get dropped, and a piece of that die breaks off, and it can happen in a very early die state, in a brand new die. If a die gets dropped and it's missed by the mint employees, and that piece starts striking coins, and after it strikes the 100th coin, that chunk breaks off. So it's really, really hard to determine that unless you have evidence of other, like some of the cuds on coins are actually listed. There's actually a few die stages listed on cuds on coins of that exact cud, but that's because they've been given examples and they've matched the die markers up to that specific die. So
right.
But it's a nice little cud. It sure is.
So B12Y5E says, is it possible for a proof coin to have die clashing on the frosted fields only, but not in the mirror field? If so, how or why does this happen? Is that possible?
I would not expect that to happen because, especially, so depending on the design of the opposing die, most of the time it would be like trying to get the center of two clamshells to come together because both those areas are infused in the dies.
Right, and it's the deepest. Like if you're looking at this Lincoln scent and you said, okay, Lincoln's bust, that's going to be deeper on the die than the field will be. So when the clash happens, it's like you'd have to push past the clash to get all the way in there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way, typically no way that you would have a clash just in the actual devices area unless it impacted the fields to some degree.
Right.
Yeah. Morgan Schomer. My son's in the chat. Will you just babysit? Will you just watch your kids and keep them quiet, please?
Hey, Grandma.
Okay, I know you can hear my grandkids in the background every now and then screaming.
That's all right.
And I also wanted to point out something else on this coin. Up by his head, what looks like some of you might say that's a die crack, that actually looks more consistent with a plating blister.
Yeah.
It'll be, we would call that a linear plating blister. So if I'm sure some of you, your eyes probably went right to that. If not, then you guys aren't looking at the coins good enough. Mine went right there. So
yeah, that's true.
yeah, if you didn't notice that, then you aren't looking. You got to look at the entire coins always. Somebody, you know, this cud could very well have been on a huge DDR. And if you're not looking at the whole coin and you only see that cud, you're going to miss something really great on the coin.
Let me just say welcome to Frickle McDickle Pickle Popsicle.
What? Frickle McDickle Pickle Popsicle. Hi.
That's a cool name. I like that name.
Apparently that's one of my friends.
Well, it's funny. He didn't put Esquire at the end or Junior or anything like that. I guess that makes him a senior, huh?
That's right. This is an error, not a variety. This is an error.
It does look like it does have a minor misaligned.
A little misaligned die.
Yeah.
Little misaligned die. Good eye. That's the way we want you to look at the whole coin. It is an error, yes.
And like I can imagine.
Oh, that's my son. Frickle McDickle Pickle Popsicle is apparently my son.
I like the name.
Okay, Morgan, I'm working here.
Well, anyway.
Remember who pays your rent.
He's also got a pickle as his little avatar
pickle
there.
McDickle,
So I like it.
Pickle McDickle. Type C. I saw that, Aunt. You sure did. It's funny because what Aunt just said, he found a Type C, 1964D, Type C, reverse quarter. We had a post yesterday, I think, someone asking if they found one, and it wasn't one. But then Aunt posted that he found one. I think today he posted it, and it is
awesome.
The Type C reverse. So
not particularly easy to find, might I add.
Not.
Congrats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of people know about the Type B because that's on, I believe, 56 to 64. The reverses can have.
The later end of the silver era, and then Type C's going to like 67 and all that stuff.
Very, very nice find. The reverse of the 83. Oh, a bit fat, and C United have a no. It's normal. There's some dye deterioration, but it's normal. It didn't have any doubling on it. Believe it or not, you guys, when you guys send us things like this, we do look at the entire coin for other things. Like that 88 Adam pointed out, it didn't have the reverse of the 89. So
because we always want to know if we want to try to trick you into sending it to us. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Sell it to us as one thing, and then that's Adam. Adam likes to do that. He's the cherry picking ghoul.
Cherry picking to the end.
He doesn't do that to his friends, though. He's really
not that I know of.
Well, I mean, so
well,
far.
because he'll know that we'll find out. So
yeah, eventually. Well, the thing is, he'd do that, and then he'd turn around and go, "Look what I got."
He
would
would
tell us because he likes to tell us.
I'd be like, that coin looks really familiar.
Right. I got this from Shannon the other day, and look what I got.
Whose turn is it? Mine?
Oh,
yours, Shannon?
Where are we at? I'll do it.
My turn?
I don't know.
I'll do it here. 1999 Lincoln Cent Die Clash from Ruby Red. I looked this up on Mad Die Clashes, and I don't know if I have it labeled right. Wondering if you can help confirm it. Is it the TDC02? Thank you. And that would be typical Die Clash. And
1999. You can see, there it is.
You can see it's very strong.
And it's a normal close AM. And it
Amanda,
is on the reverse. So, Amanda, did you look at this one?
Yes, it's actually listed as a Type 1 counterclash.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because when you look, you can see it, I think, right there on the back behind his head. There's kind of a notch in that one column, that first column, that kind of looks like if you were double notching, I guess.
So what are you trying to say, Shannon?
I'm trying to say it was struck twice. It was clashed twice. It was 2-time clash.
So you mean to tell me it was clashed twice?
Yes. It has 2 clashes. And that's why they're very thick. But that one you can see at the very top has a like notching like a double die would have.
Why are they considering that a counter clash as opposed to a multiple clash?
I just shared my screen. I have it pulled up.
Oh.
That might be a good question then.
2 rotated clash events, right? So multiple clash events.
Mm-hmm.
Slight offset occurred between the events. A counter die clash was. Well, I'm not going to say anything.
Well, whether it is or it is not, right?
Hey, speak your intentions.
I am not going to. I'm not going to say it.
Either way, it's pretty sweet. But it looks so that example looks just like.
It is a multiple clash, so.
Right. So like there underneath the, right above the N and cent, you can see that's like 2 of his head, like where his head would have clashed twice. It's pretty strong right there. So anyways, very cool.
Yeah, but I'm going to show you guys something real quick.
Please do. Because we love to learn.
Because this is my understanding of a counter clash. So that's the exact same design.
No, that's crazy. Yeah.
That's the same design. So that's my understanding of a counter clash. When a clash die clashes with a die.
Right. Oh,
so
yeah.
I understand. My understanding is that a multi-clash event is not the same thing in my book, from everything I've read, as a counter clash.
Well, what you just showed, Mad Die Clashes has that considered a Type 2 counter clash.
That's a Type 1 counter clash.
So they have it opposites.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
what I just showed is a Type 1 counter clash. So this kind of goes back to what I was talking about, how experts don't always agree on terminology and things like that. I'm always going to side with Mike Diamond And what I showed you guys is the
Mike Diamond's.
Mike Diamond's definition of a counterclash, which makes sense to me. A clash die clashing with another die.
Right.
Which means an already clashed reverse. So the reverse. So if this coin, this die, clashed again with another die, this reverse would be on the reverse. You would have a counter clash.
Right.
Counter means opposite, right? So it would be an opposite clash.
So whether they've labeled it right or wrong,
does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does.
I don't want to confuse anybody. And I don't want to say that Mad Die Clashes is wrong, because please don't write me any, please no hate now. Maybe they are using that terminology in a different way that I'm not understanding.
Well, what you're saying is, there's the first clash. So say there's a clash over here.
Already on the die.
This one clashes the other, a new die over here. Yeah. And that die gets this clashed onto the clash.
Clash.
Yes.
Clash.
It makes sense. Yeah.
I gotta get off this ride.
I know. Okay.
Either way,
Malcolm says it makes sense to them, and that's all I care about. So, okay. Anyway, this is a beautiful, and Amanda said that they had it. What did you say they had it labeled as?
A Type 1 counterclash, and it is number 2.
A Type 1 counterclash, and it's number 2. Okay. So. Okay. Everybody's they're so used to me being defiant.
Okay. I'll read this one.
Okay.
1994 FS 801 from Sam F. Hi there. I was searching a box of pennies when I stumbled upon this beautiful 1994 Lincoln cent. After flipping it over to see the reverse, I was pleasantly surprised to see doubling inside the Lincoln Memorial Building. After further investigation, it appears to be that this is the exact resemblance of DDR FS 801.
Yes, it can. Error interpretation can be like hieroglyphic interpretation. It can. Thank you.
I have provided front and back pictures of the coin, including a close-up of the doubling. If you could please tell me if this is FS 801 and if you think I should send it in for grading. Thanks. Oh, I can see it from here. Yep.
Yeah. Right?
Wow, nice condition too. This is a nice coin. Wow.
Yeah, it's blurry.
Hey, can you be sure to forward this person my mailing address?
Of course, you get all the good stuff.
This is a bucket list coin for me.
Wow.
I've never owned one of these before, and I think they're just.
Frank has.
Yeah, Frank has.
Oh, and I thought I sold you one of them. I thought I sold
No, you've never sold me one of these.
Who the hell did I sell? I can't remember who I sold it to.
Yeah, who the hell did you sell? I want.
Yeah, I'm looking at this one right now.
Congratulations, man. This is.
Can I look at the obverse and reverse again? I want to see if this is a gradable example.
It looks pretty gradable to me. This thing looks like.
Yes.
66, maybe?
I think this is a 66.
Yeah.
Possibly a 66 plus.
Yes,
in my opinion, I think it's definitely at least a 66 plus. A 66 goes for $1,000.
Oh boy.
A 66 plus is $1,400, and a 67 is over $2,000.
Oh boy!
Wow.
Oh,
definitely gradable for sure.
What a find.
PCGS all the way.
Get it in a holder. I see some split plating.
Wait. What's going on tonight? What's up with all these trophy pieces people are bringing up on our stream?
We get them every week, Sean. Where have you been? We have the best viewers in this hobby.
Yeah, I mean they're learning.
And the luckiest.
Yeah,
they are second to none. Hey, look, we have 149 people on stream that are witnessing the 150.
150. There we go. Everybody hit that like button, please. Thank you.
Yeah, please. Remember, once we get to 5,000 subscribers, we're going to give away a book. So
we are.
Tell your
We have
friends
lots
to,
of things
come.
we're going to be giving away. So
I'm sure we'll give more away than just that.
that's right. We will.
Wow, we had some amazing coins and notes tonight. That was awesome.
There was a lot of notes tonight. Like finally, people are listening to us. Like, hey, currency's out there, and they're all like, "Oh, I don't like currency. I don't like
every week, and
I'm
I
like,
get $300 worth.
Get over the fact that it's toilet paper and actually find some of this stuff.
Right.
So that way you can make a killing and then go buy some guns and silver and gold and all this other stuff.
I will look closer at my bills I get in change, but I'm probably not yet to the point where I'm going to actively go buy.
I usually go once a week and get some every week.
I'll tell you what hurts me the most is when I get change, like I'm getting money from the teller or from the machine at the casino, and I have to stop playing because I got to look through it all first to make sure I'm not sticking something in the machine that's more valuable than what I would win, you know?
Yeah.
Malcolm, you can watch us.
You really don't want to make that mistake.
Monday.
No.
Come on, Malcolm. You can watch us every Monday. You can't possibly have something more important. Can't possibly.
Yeah, what's more important?
Be here, be square. I have to say that my favorite thing about doing this show is watching the growth. Watching how much people who are new, we've had so many people have been watching us from the very beginning, and we've watched them grow. And it's so much fun to watch it. And we've actually watched people become teachers themselves, and that's fantastic.
True. What better way to learn?
Hey, I remember back in our early days when we first started, we would have 40, 50 people. And you're like, yeah, man, that's a pretty good turnout. Now we're
I know. That it's not quantity, it's quality.
True, and we have a very
I mean, not that we would turn our nose up at quantity, but
well, that just imagine all the people that we're impacting by the right kind of information.
I love
in one setting, you know. It's
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Great.
You see a lot of these people in other chats, you know, teaching others what's going on, you know, saying things that, you know, when people
Malcolm, in due time, my friend, in due time.
That's right.
It'll happen when it happens. We just need to stay on point with what our ultimate kind of like I guess mission is with this channel, and that's the educational aspect.
Education,
you know, and we cannot divert away from that.
Nope, never will. It was never the intended purpose of this channel, started by Ken Peavy of this show, was to promote the hobby and make better collectors out of everyone. And by better collectors, we don't just mean you can find a double die, or being better buyers, knowing what you're buying, knowing like how to look up things before you buy them. You know, you guys you're free to send us just normal questions too, anytime. You don't have to send us a question about a specific coin. We're open to questions all the time. So
somebody's asking, Barbara's asking about a good microscope.
Dino Light.
Dino Light's very good. Amscope, right? That's a good one.
Yeah, that was pretty decent.
Paula, which one do you use?
I knew you were going to ask me that. Shoot, I don't know. It's a really skinny one. Don't buy what I use, even though it's a good one. If you're just starting out, it's up in the price range, and you don't need.
You can find them for like $30, $40 and plug right into your computer.
Exactly.
Yep.
and
Exactly.
they're perfect. They do the job. They're from China, but they do the job.
If you're just starting out, learn to look at coins through a loop. Nothing beats a loop. Nothing beats a loop. A microscope, if you're just starting out, is going to really confuse you.
Yeah, loops are better, especially if you're getting started, because then you can work your way up to a microscope. I have a microscope because I sell coins and I need to take good photos.
Yeah, good close-ups, and that's what I typically, kind of adhere also. If you need a microscope to see something, it's minor to begin with. So learn to master I would say 10x triplet magnifier starting out. Use a suitable microscope. Again, there are bargain type of models. Use them as kind of a tool for selling coins if you need to.
I have an Optitech scope. Optitech. Sorry.
And yes, you can find Bugs Bunny on pretty much all the Franklins almost. I mean, there's a lot of them. So,
hey, Sonny, there is a microscope app that you could download that works pretty well. I don't know if they have it on Android, but they have it on iPhones. So.
Yeah, Tube 37 said recently purchased a graded 1986 MS69 Silver Eagle. It appears to me to have some burnishing around the edges. Is it worth regrading?
No,
I would say not.
And it's probably toning.
Yeah.
No, leave it in the holder. Yeah.
Definitely. Don't crack it out.
Ant found a 1949 S/S 5-cent repunch mint mark 001 in AU53. That's awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What one is it?
001.
RPM 1 49 S/S.
Oh, okay.
5 cent. Very nice.
There are varieties out there in slabs that are unattributed, so keep an eye out for them.
Thanks, Doug. Thanks for sending those in and letting us share them. Great finds. So keep it up.
Yeah, lots of good stuff.
And if you guys are if you search rolls, bank boxes, understand that you can go through multiple boxes and never really find anything other than little die chips and die cracks. Don't be discouraged. Have fun. Just have fun with it. And I remember, I still think about like when I first started out, how many rolls of coins I went through and how many coins I missed because I didn't know what to look
right.
for. Didn't know what I was looking at. I had a paper. I had multiple papers that had things like lathe lines and DDO and DDR. That's all I kind of knew what those terms meant, but I didn't know what they looked like. But I was searching for them. So, yeah, the more you learn, the more you're going to find. But have fun with it. Don't be discouraged.
Hey, Alan, I responded to you, Bob. It's simply called Magnifier.
Is that the app?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent, but you got to make sure you have some sort of decent lighting because you have to get in really close to your subject on that. And a desk lamp won't do it because the light is pointing down like this, and the size of the smartphone will obscure light going to your subject. So
they also make those little attachments that you could put on the lens of your camera.
I bought those and they
break.
They break. Yeah. They break.
They break in their LEDs, so the lighting is very directional, and you get this horrible glare on them. So you need to kind of like dumb down and diffuse the light quite a bit. You know, I've used like paper towels and stuff, and it just became too bulky and
I don't know how I feel about putting that on like the newer phones with the zooming lenses and stuff. I'd be afraid I'd break it or something. Oops.
Yeah.
Kurt Pierce, there are a lot of sellers on Amazon or on eBay that should not be sellers on eBay. There's a lot of parking lot coins. That's what we're here. That's what we're here for, is to teach you guys what to look for if you want to buy errors and varieties. I always suggest, if you're brand new here, I've never heard it before, the American Numismatic Association has a YouTube channel. Please go check them out. Look at their Learning Academy. They have a start out with their video on the modern minting process. Watch that video, and then just watch all their other videos. They have amazing videos on there. Super good learning, educational videos. So,
does anybody? Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jim.
No, finish what you were saying.
No, I'm done. I just was telling them to subscribe to them and go check them out because they're amazing.
They are amazing. I was going to say, does anybody besides me want to just punch Diggin' Dave? It took him 6 years to find a 92D close AM.
Well, I always want to punch Diggin' Dave.
I know, right?
Hey, he's supposed to be bringing those to me at the show, so.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
To look at them in person.
Diggin' Dave's videos are amazing. His coin finds are amazing. He found a bunch of silver. I just watched one of his videos on his coin roll hunts, and he found a bunch of silver, which doesn't surprise me because we're talking about Diggin' Dave.
Right.
Yeah. Some people have all the luck.
Should have called himself Lucky Dave.
Your song. Some guys have all the luck. Anyway.
Hey, Roger Borland, I hope I got that right. Not an easy thing to do to get tape off of old currency. I would probably try calling PMG. They're a currency grading company, and talk to them about conservation to see if there's any good way to get that taken off. I don't recommend doing anything to the note, you know, not dipping the whole note in acetone or any of that stuff is going to do you any good, because once you do that, it changes the paper, you know, so.
His feeder finger scratching favored on the favored as to like, is it more common on the newer presses, on the inverted setup? I think it's about 50-50.
Yeah.
On the inverted presses, but on the old presses, the reverse die I think would be the more because it's the anvil die, so it's stationary, and the feeder fingers typically would scrape on the reverse die. But on the new inverted die setup, I think it's pretty much 50-50.
So here's an interesting question from B12Y5E. Did I say that all? Yeah, okay. I have an 1884 O/O Morgan VAM 7A. If it has a die clash that is not described on VAM World, is it a different VAM?
No. No, because that variety happened before the die clash happened.
Well, they will list those as a different. They will list them as a clash. So, like, usually they'll put an A next to it, or
if they have all of them listed. I mean, if that die clash happened towards the end of that die's life, you know,
right? But they'll still add a completely separate VAM attribution number to denote a later die state. They do that, you know, whether we agree with it or not. They do it to show different die states on
Do
there.
they have it though? Could it be a new one?
That's a good that's a good question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it's
But people submit new VAMs all the time. There's always a new VAM that pops up. You know,
there's so many. There's so many.
Yeah, there's so many, and you know, as popular as those two series are, Morgan and Peace, yeah, there's always still new stuff being found. It's crazy.
Good night, Stephen.
Do they still take? Do they take submissions?
Yeah.
They do. They are kind of picky what they require, but yeah, they accept submissions.
Cool.
But you could also have a completely different VAM.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be the same VAM with just a die clash that they aren't aware of, a different die stage, or it could be a repunched mint mark that they aren't aware of. Right?
Yeah.
New things are happening all the time. Hey, Copper Owl, what's shaking? Bacon?
It's his birthday today, isn't it? Happy birthday, or yesterday, or it's very close to his birthday. I don't know which day it was, or is. But I know he got some free silver for it.
Nothing wrong with that. No, that's a pretty good day.
Oh, it's tomorrow. So no, yeah, he did a video on his, like, it's a short, so you need to go watch it. It's pretty cool. It's your birthday, Jen. Happy birthday, Jen.
Happy birthday. It's my daughter's birthday too. Jen, you have a great birthday.
Well, happy birthday, A and B McGee.
McGee. That's my daughter. She's 26. I can't believe my baby's 26. Oh my God.
Still your babies, and they're still young.
I know.
I wish I were still 26.
Well, you still look 26.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Baby face. Especially in that one, that Snapchat I did of you.
Yeah, I think it's the Filipino heritage in me that gives me my youth.
I think so.
Meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably it.
That's right.
Well, what else have we got?
Well, I don't have anything.
I put something in the private chat.
Oh, okay. I think he is wanting.
Sure. Oh, dang.
Wait for one. I don't know what you're talking about. I must have missed that memo. Oh. Well, apparently. Okay, where did you put it, Amanda?
Well, I'm pulling it up right now.
Oh. Apparently, Scott Holiday wants us to do a giveaway. So I don't know if you guys are up to it. I mean, you know, we can. Oh, that's a great double die.
Yes.
And how are we doing this? Did Scott send these to you, Amanda?
Yes.
Very cool. And that's a very interesting way of stapling that cardboard flip.
He's been doing that for years. He sent me some points like 7 years ago with the same stapling. Hey, at the very least, he did flatten the backs of them.
He did flatten them,
right?
Yeah, he knows his stuff.
I think
Scott had already taken off for the evening. So
he said he had to go.
He has a sponge
I'm going to pull up the StreamYard giveaway tool.
Dave, the staples are triggering me.
And we're going to do.
Well, we can feel that way, brother.
We can email him and let him know that we did it, and so we can go back and watch the end of the stream because he would like.
So, if you guys would like to win a 1971D WDDO for your collection, which stands for Wexler's Double Die Obverse, I'm going to pull this up.
Best of.
Wexler's Best of. And there is your word. All you have to do is type in #holiday. And we'll give that a couple minutes.
All right, I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. No,
okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Type mine in and see if I can win.
You might as well.
Sure. Okay, so Emil.
This giveaway cannot be rigged for those of you in chat.
True.
In case if Shannon does win this.
No, I'm not getting in it. I'm not.
It cannot be rigged.
Yeah, right. He already put his. Yeah, he's wanting this one badly. You can see the.
He's using his alias account.
Yeah, I'm using my Trickle Pickle McPickle.
Typing it in more than once is not going to increase your chances. So you really only need to type it in once. If you want to put it in a second time just to make sure you got it in there, go ahead. I mean, the more comments does help our analytics, but
right.
But it doesn't increase your chances of winning.
So Emil, you had asked what the email is. If you look at the top in the blue pinned message, that has our email in there where you can send pictures.
Xander, what's shaking? Mike Schleich Dice. Oh, Mike Schleich Dice. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Following this, I will never laugh about Staples ever again. Okay.
All right. Are we about ready? Everybody got their entries in?
How many people's in it? I can't read that small.
71.
There's 134 people watching. If anybody else wants in,
71 want the. If I win, you can have it, Shannon.
Thanks. Oh, thanks, Snoopy Doo. I appreciate it.
Okay, well, I'm going to count to 10. Get your entries in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Blast off. Yay.
Thank you, Yati, for the compliment, and thank you for being here.
Rockzilla!
Rockzilla! Congratulations.
Congratulations, Rockzilla. Look at he got right at the very end. He put his finger. Congratulations.
Email pinned above.
Please send us an email.
Let us know. Let Amanda know where to ship that.
Yeah.
Send us an email with your info.
Please.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you.
I think a lot of people give away like silver and stuff. We kind of give away cool oddities, that are really pretty awesome.
We do. We gave away a wounded eagle. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
We have given away some pretty amazing things.
Our holiday giveaway. Yeah, I can't forget that.
Different stuff.
That was pretty epic. We might have to do that again this year.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe there's a Christmas
in July. We'll lose subscribers. You know that.
Right?
That was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Well,
thank you everyone for coming and hanging out with us.
Yep. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you so much. And we are here every Monday. Don't forget that in 2 weeks is our Gold ANA membership sponsored by the ANA. Thank you to the ANA. So be here for that. And Sean, you got any closing any closing messages?
No, we're actually going to have the #1 rated currency seller on eBay as a special guest, I think, next week. So that's going to be awesome. You guys get to pick his brain, and he'll talk about how he got started with the business and stuff that he's looking for that he's selling right now. So yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, so come with your currency questions, or at least,
Yeah, let's see more of those 8 in a row ones, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
We almost need to put that one next week just so we could, one of our viewers, man.
Yeah, we should pull it up and just be like, hey, what would you sell this for? Very nice.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. And
Good night, everybody.
Next week. Goodbye.
Have a phenomenal evening and keep on collecting.
Yeah.